Welcome to Santa Clara University's Louis B. Mayer Theater. At this time, please turn off all electronics and refrain from texting during the show. Audio recording, video recording, and photographs of the performance are strictly prohibited. Please take a moment to observe the emergency exits in front of you and behind you in the theater. Thank you, and enjoy the presentation.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Ray Plaza, Senior Director in the Office for Diversity and Inclusion here at Santa Clara University. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's inaugural Native American Symposium at Santa Clara with a focus on the challenges of the federal recognition process. I serve as co-chair with Lauren, who will be introducing shortly, of our Ohlone Initiative's implementation efforts on campus. We appreciate you joining us today in person or those of you watching the live stream. We know that these past 3 years have been difficult with the pandemic, issues around racial justice, the economic challenges, political polarization, etc. And we see that manifested in our communities, the lack of engagement, the lack of civility, the lack of empathy. So our hope is that by gathering today, this is our opportunity as a community to come together and engage and learn from each other and role model to others what it means to sit down and have a conversation, discussion about these issues. This symposium has been 2 years in the making, and it's an opportunity for us as an institution to engage critically on indigenous issues. We see this as our way, as Santa Clara University, on a mission campus to give back and help advocate and raise awareness, not only for today, but our hope is future symposiums to come. We are grateful to the close collaboration with the Muwekma Ohlone community, who were open to this idea when it first emerged in a meeting in November of 21. We are excited about the learning and engagement that will take place today, but also the actions, and I stress actions, that will emerge from today's discussions. We also know that this is an ongoing journey for us, not only in terms of engaging the Muwekma Ohlone, but also the other Native communities that are connected to this land and space. Lauren?
Thank you, Ray. Good morning. My name is Lauren Baines, and I'm the Interim Director of the DeSasse Museum and co-coordinator of Ohlone Initiative's implementation with Ray. Programs such as today take a community effort and a lot of people and organizations that come together to create these spaces for conversation. I really want to thank the Muwekma Ohlone Tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area for partnering with us on this and other initiatives and programs that are ongoing. We also have co-organizers across the campus, the Office for Diversity and Inclusion, the DeSasse Museum, the Community Heritage Lab, and the Center for the Arts and Humanities. I also want to thank the Planning Committee, many of those who are here today in the audience, for the efforts to really make sure that all the logistics came together so that we could have this day and have a space without having to worry about all the technology and all the logistics, that we can just be in community together. This conversation, as Ray has already alluded, is very important for our campus community, but beyond our mission history, it's also a contemporary issue for our faculty, staff, and students. Students who attend our university come from, at times, federally recognized and at times not federally recognized tribes, and that affects them in the application process, the Common App. It also affects the scholarships that they're able to apply for when attending college. In the fall, on Indigenous Peoples Day, Santa Clara University announced the Muwekma Ohlone and Ohlone Indian Student Scholarship Fund that I hope that you will consider donating to. This will support future students from both federally recognized and non-federally recognized tribes to attend Santa Clara University. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Restrooms are in the lobby, as you may have seen. There's also refreshments that you can enjoy. And please feel free to come and go throughout the day. We know you may not be able to stay with us for the entirety, but you're welcome to come back if you're able. This is being live streamed, as you know. It's also being recorded and will be available at a later date. I would now like to introduce Dr. Kate Morris, who is acting co-provost of Santa Clara University. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kate Morris, and I serve as the acting provost here at Santa Clara University. On behalf of President Julie Sullivan, it is my honor to welcome you to Santa Clara. President Sullivan wishes to extend warm greetings to all of you and to Charlene and Monica in particular, who honored Julie with their presence at her inauguration last fall. We understand that it is not our place to welcome you to this land, to this place that our university occupies. That privilege belongs to Cultural Ambassador Julie Dominguez, who we will hear from in a moment. As the institutional host for this symposium, Santa Clara University wishes merely to extend our support for the important work of the indigenous leaders, activists, and scholars who gather here today. We are honored to contribute our resources in support of the Muwekma Ohlone Tribe's campaign to achieve federal recognition. On behalf of myself and President Julie Sullivan, I'm delighted that you are here, and I wish you productive conversations and a most successful inaugural symposium. Thank you.
Makimak Muwekma, Wuwulam, Akoit Makwarep, Mane Makiswi, Jorge Tuhi, Kana Krakat, Julie Dominguez, Kana Hini, Delores Sanchez. We are Muwekma Ohlone. Welcome to the lands where we are born. Hi everyone, my name is Julie Dominguez and I come from the Delores Sanchez lineage of the Muwekma Ohlone Tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. Here today to read Muwekma Warep Tashu, our Muwekma Ohlone land acknowledgement. Jorge Tuhi. We would like to recognize that while we have come together at Santa Clara University and Mission Santa Clara in the city of Santa Clara for the Muwekma Symposium on Indigenous Recognition, we are gathered on the ethno-historic tribal territory of the Taman Ohlone-speaking tribal groups of the greater Santa Clara Valley, which includes the lands of the Tamians, Alsans, Matalans, and the Paleños, whose tribal region was named after their powerful Chief Captain Pala, and the 2 Mexican land grants located in the East Hills above San Jose, and who were intermarried with the direct ancestors of some of the lineages enrolled in the Muwekma Ohlone Tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area, who were missionized into Mission Santa Clara, San Jose, and San Francisco. The present-day Muwekma Ohlone Tribe, with an enrolled Bureau of Indian Affairs, documented membership of over 600 members, is comprised of all of the known surviving Indian lineages aboriginal to the San Francisco Bay region, who trace our tribe's ancestry through the Missionikma, Mission Santa Clara, the Tamian San Jose, and San Francisco. During the advent of the Hispano-European Empire in Alta California, beginning in AD 1769, Muwekma Suyakma, our Muwekma families are the successors and living members of the sovereign, historic, previously federally recognized Verona Band of the Alameda County, and now formally recognized as the Muwekma Ohlone Tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. Muwekma means la gente, the people, in our Chocheño Ohlone language. The lands on which Santa Clara University and Mission Santa Clara in the city of Santa Clara has been established was and continues to be of great spiritual significance and historical importance for our Muwekma Ohlone tribal people. This region extends to surrounding areas that held several tupentaks, traditional semi-subterranean spiritual roundhouses. Tupentaks were places of celebrations, healing, spiritual cleansing, rituals, dances, intertribal feasts, and religious ceremonies, which were once located on the historic Lope Inigio land grant, Rancho Pozolimi y Positas de las Animas, Little Wells of Souls, and also at Marcelo Pio and Cristobal's land grant, Rancho Uleshtak, as well as our historic 19th and 20th century San Leandro, San Lorenzo, the Springs, Alisal, Pleasanton, Niles, Sonoma, and Livermore rancherias. In addition to the nearby ancestral heritage and Southmount sites that serves as the tribe's territorial monuments and our traditional cemetery sites for high lineage families, craft specialists, and our fallen warriors. The region surrounding the Santa Clara University and Mission Santa Clara in Santa Clara County is where many of our tribe's ancestral heritage cemetery and villa sites are located, especially adjacent to freshwater corridors such as the Calabazas, San Tomas Aquino, Stevens Creek, Saratoga, and the Los Gatos Creek in the Guadalupe River, where many have been destroyed as a result of unbridled development. And these localities are viewed as historic and sacred places. And it is acknowledged that these lands have been previously settled, harvested, and controlled by our ancestral Muwekma Ohlone tribal groups for many thousands of years. Today, We, the Muwekma Ohlone tribal leadership and members, work as stewards, addressing and protecting many of our up to 10,000-year-old ancestral heritage and village and cemetery sites, such as the pre-contact CA-CSL-755 and the two historic Mission Santa Clara Indian Nephite Cemetery, CA-CSCL-30H, where 6,000 to 8,000 of our ancestors are buried, to the 9,900-year-old Metcalf Road site located along Mayan Rumai, Coyote Creek, and Highway 101. The city of Santa Clara and the Santa Clara County are established within our ancestral Mission Ohlone tribal ethno-historic territory, which, based upon the 18 unratified federal treaties of 1851 to 1852, includes the unceded ancestral lands of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area region. Some of the enrolled Muwekma lineages are directly descended from ancestors aboriginal to the Mission Ohlone tribal territory, whose families had affiliations with Mission Santa Clara, the Tamian. Also, some of the enrolled Muwekma lineages are descended from direct ancestors from neighboring Ohlone tribes who were missionized into Mission Santa Clara Clareño Indians. It is important, though, that we pause and we recognize the history of the land of the Mission Ohlone, on which we gather to participate, enjoy, learn, and honor, but also to acknowledge that the first people of this region, our Muwekma Ohlone people, are alive and thriving members of the city of Santa Clara and Santa Clara County and the broader Bay Area communities today. Even though our tribe was denied a land base through the gross negligence of derelict BIA officials after our tribe was first federally recognized in 1906, it is because of the tenacity, tuyeste, strength, and legacy of our ancestors and elders that Muwekma, our people, have been able to maintain our identity and traditions and keep our culture and Maknono, our language, alive today. Furthermore, Muwekma Wuwulam Suyakma, our Muwekma Ohlone Indian families have never left our Aboriginal ancestral homelands of the Bay Area. And today we attempt to repair the sustained ecological, environmental, and cultural devastation to our tribe wrought by over 251 years of colonial processes of disenfranchisement through the politics of erasure. We are focused on keeping our culture tuyeste strong while we work for a bright and favorable future for Makshin and Nikma, our children, and ensuing generations as we follow in the footsteps of Makmakushkish, our ancestors. Makunye Rashe, we respectfully request that the good citizens of Santa Clara and the surrounding towns within Santa Clara County strive to be faithful stewards on behalf of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe by maintaining the bay, freshwater creeks, native plants, and animal habitats, and the air that we all breathe. Furthermore, we request that the city of Santa Clara and surrounding towns within Santa Clara County honor the military service of the Muwekma men and women who have honorably served overseas during World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Desert Storm, Iraq, and who are still serving in the United States Armed Forces today, and honor the tribal veterans and service members from California, North and South America who have honorably served this country with dignity and honor. In closing, it is of great spiritual significance to acknowledge the special relationship of this whole Shewarep, beautiful land, to the indigenous Muwekma Ohlone tribe of this region, as well as to all people residing in the Bay Area. We respectfully request that everyone who lives, works, or visits Santa Clara University and Mission Santa Clara in the city of Santa Clara and surrounding towns to be respectful of our Aboriginal lands and our natural habitats, and consistent with our principles of community, diversity, and inclusion, strive to be good citizens on the behalf of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe on whose Aboriginal lands you are our guests. Makish Horshe Ekinan Utashpu Makamak Iwe. Thank you, and on behalf of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, we hope that you celebrate, honor, and stand in solidarity with all Muwekmas, indigenous people, with their struggles to reverse the adverse colonial legacies affecting all people of color in the city of Santa Clara, the Greater Bay Area, California, the United States, and the Americas, as we gather and reflect on the sacred lands of the Tamian, the ancestors of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe. Aho.